overall, what does it mean for you personally to move into this position? And I guess what are kind of the next steps for you now that you're here?
Um, it's been a journey. Most people don't know my story. Coaching high school football there in Memphis for 8 years, and working in law enforcement at the same time I was coaching high school ball, and walking over to the University of Memphis, volunteering in the weight room, working with their running backs there my first year, my second year, my third year, then going to Florida State with Coach Norvell, who poured a lot into me. It's been a journey, but I'm just getting started. So I'm excited about the opportunity to come here and work for Coach Helton and the new OC, Zach Keekling. I'm extremely excited to get with my guys and all the things that I have learned about the running back position from playing it, and the guys that I've been around. I'm excited about just pouring into these guys here.
And I guess, only been announced as the running backs coach for about 24 hours now, but what's your relationship like with Coach Helton and Coach Kitley and those guys at this point?
It's been good. I knew Coach Helton with some of my high school players that that went to Tennessee, so I had the opportunity to meet him some years ago. It's been good. Like his passion for the game of football. He's a ball coach like myself. I could talk football all day. Most of my conversations is pretty much about football. So Coach Keekly, excited to work with him. Great young mind. So I look forward to learning from him. So it's been good. I pretty much like the staff. I like the energy that a lot of the guys are bringing. So I look forward to it.
Coach, it's Jeff Lightsey from WKU. Just what do you bring to the staff? Like you said, a lot of people don't know you. You're new to this area. So what do you like as far as a football coach, the recruiting trail, and just everything that you've accomplished throughout your football career? And what do you kind of bring to this WKU staff?
Jeff, I like to think that every day that I show up, I bring passion, real passion, real like what I call mad enthusiasm. Because I have a true love for this game. If you have a lot of coaches, a lot of players say they love the game, but love is action. I show my actions how I love this game, and what I love about the game is being able to serve coaches, other young men, people around. Because this game is built on relationships, and so I love the relationship aspect. But nobody loves this game more than me. And I show it in my action. The journey that I had to take to get here, it shows that I love the game of football. So, like I said, I bring pure passion for the game of football. It's a game I've been loving since I've been 3-4 years old. So, I'm an older guy. So, like I said, I truly love the game, and it's going to be displayed every day. That not just the running backs, but all the guys. It's going to be displayed every day.
Hey, Coach, Tyler Mansfield, Rivals.com here. I guess for you, that journey you mentioned a minute ago, now being a running backs coach, I guess you play running back at Chattanooga, obviously a great player there. You play some cornerbacks too. I guess that to now coach a position you play for so long, what's that mean to you?
Means everything to me. I am a highly competitive person, and I say this all the time. People ask me all the time, man, guys that know me, say, man, people don't know you're a good ball coach, like football. Why you just want to coach running backs? Anybody can coach running backs. And that's the reason why I want to coach running backs. Because like I say, I am a competitive person, not a big ego, but I'm competitive. I want to coach the position of running back because I know ain't nobody gonna coach it like me. I always felt that way. I love the position. Been playing it for a long time, and I always say it's the worst coach position in football. That's my opinion. Like I said, so it's a position that I'm gonna bring some different things to the position. So like I said, I am a very competitive person, very competitive. So I expect that to rub off on my guys that's in this room with me. They're gonna take on my mentality. So like I said, I'm a hard working guy. I plan on working out every day, so my guys will know what it is to put in work.
Coach, this is Matthew Hargrove with the College Heights Herald. The running game for Western struggled a little bit last year. What would you like to see done differently?
I'm just gonna pour into the guys. I'm like my mind's not even set on what they did last year. My mind is on what we're gonna do now. I can assure you this, as a group in this room, the running back room. Number one, we're gonna be great citizens off the field, not just on the football field. We're gonna carry ourselves in that manner, and I'm gonna be the forefront. I'm gonna be the leader of it all. But I can assure you this: the running backs in this room, they're gonna play smart. They're going to play fast. They're going to play physical. And they're going to play to the finish. And we're going to own the ball. So I can assure you that those things will be poured into them daily. They will take on my mentality of being tough, physical, and hard. So I can assure you that my concern is not what happened last year. My concern is what's going on from here, from day one when I get the backs.
Coach Jared with the Daily News again. With those backs, obviously Jakari is a guy that got a lot of touches last year, Jakari Moses. And then the first, I believe, player to sign this offseason was Adam Cofield, the running back out of North Dakota State, the three-time national champion there that a lot of people have a lot of high hopes for. And, he's expected to be a big part of the offense. I guess those two guys in particular, what do you see out of them? Or what's your relationship like with them at this point too?
Well, I'll meet all the guys. I watched all the guys. We've got some good backs in this room. I'll meet all of them when they get on campus. And, go from there. They have a clean slate with me, and they'll learn who I am. I'll learn who they are. So I've watched all of them, and I think we got a good group, and I look forward to working with them.
Coach, it's Jeff Lights, WKU again. How do you think your experience at the high school level and then working at both Memphis and Florida State will be able to help you at this position at WKU?
Well, on the high school level, coaching high school ball there in Memphis, Tennessee, which I will always consider myself a local Memphis high school coach. I will always carry myself that way. And because those guys down there in that city, that's what I represent. I represent them. That's the reason why it's so important for me to be successful in this climb, if you can say, in this profession, because I'm always going to view myself as a local Memphis high school coach. So I represent those guys. So coaching high school football, you learn to develop the guys that you have. I can't go out grocery shopping for everything that I want. So whatever mama, daddy bring and put on the table, that's what I got. I had to develop that talent. So that helped me in my coaching with young men, finding things that they do well and be able to pour into them in order for them to become the best players that they can be. On the high school level, I coached it all. I was OC. I coached O-line, receivers. I was a quarterback coach, and I coached running back. So it was a great platform for me to grow as a coach. First, Florida State and Memphis. I'm going to tell you something. Being around Mike Norvell for 4 years and what he has poured into me, spending time with him in the film room. I thought I knew football. I learned football being around him. I not only learned football, I learned how to hold young men accountable. I learned how to hold myself accountable for leading my room. So the greatest 4 years of my life that helped me as a football coach was with that guy, Mike Norvell. And it helped me tremendously.
Coach, this is Jared again with the Daily News. You mentioned working in law enforcement as you were coaching football down there in Memphis. I guess, can you talk a little bit about that more? I guess what area of law enforcement did you work in, and how difficult was it to kind of balance all of that? And then you mentioned volunteering at Memphis. I guess how did that whole process just start off with your coaching climb?
I mean, to be honest with you, when I first stopped playing football, I had an injury, was a free agent heading to the Giants, and had an injury and went back to school and played arena football really to get football out of my system. I didn't want to coach. I didn't want nothing to do with football. And was really taught into coaching high school football. But I was started off as a correction officer at 201 Poplar there in Memphis. And I never knew that working in a jail, being a police officer on the street there in South Haven, Mississippi, and also after that working on a government contract for the latter part of my career, those things helped me as a football coach. Now, I'm not going to have any problem leading a room when I used to have a pod of 45 or 47 inmates. So leading a room of 5 or 6 young men, that's not an issue. Those men there in 201 Poplar, those men that I ran into on the streets in South Haven, those men that I ran into or that I worked with on my government job there, they molded me to be the coach that I am. Those were influences that will take me a long way in the coaching profession. They gave me discipline, so I was able to give other people discipline. They taught me how to be consistent in everything that I do. So those experiences helped me a lot coaching football.